So that being said, we're going to go through, this is an entire system, we're going to go through every aspect of trading that you could possibly think of. And when we go into portfolio building, I'm going to show you a couple of different trades that seem to work out very well but are actually extremely dangerous. There's also, but a lot of what you're going to be learning during this program is how to select the very, very best trades that you can possibly pick without hurting yourself financially, but also has a very good risk to reward ratio, so that you are putting yourself in a position where you can actually build a very, very nice monthly income as well as long-term wealth. Okay. First, let's talk about so that's the goal of this program. And I want you to understand too that this program was really developed as a result of a retail trader who didn't find much success with all of the programs and systems that were out there. And then he found a very unusual system that really makes consistent profits in the market. And that is a system that you're going to be learning, because after 20 years of investing as a retail trader, there aren't many systems that you can really count on that will make both consistent monthly income and build wealth. So this is not from the standpoint of, you know, a market maker. Now, there's lots of guys out there who are teaching trading systems, and many of them purport to be former market makers or insiders in stock exchanges and so forth, and that's great. Except, you know, when I was going through seminars and I was going through webinars and things like that, it was really apparent to me that they had a level of knowledge as a market maker that didn't apply to retail investors like ourselves. And, you know, I was a retail investor. I'm not a market insider. And I needed that information translated down to a point where I could understand it and then apply it to my trading. And that was not easy to find. That was a little bit more difficult to find, is to take all the information in, apply it to my trading on a realistic and daily level. You know, what is it that I do on a daily basis or a monthly basis to select trades, monitor them, make adjustments if necessary, so that I remain profitable each and every single month. And I got a lot of theory, and I got a lot of a lot of cool stories about guys making millions of dollars in 3 days in the 1987 crash and so forth, which was really interesting. It's really nice and all that kind of stuff. But I am in my approach to investing in stocks and options is that I want to treat this as a business. I'm going into business for long-term profitability, and I want to build equity in my business, and I want a monthly income. And that's how I approach this. So let's talk about options for just a second, because if you don't know anything about options at all, you really need to have a firm grasp of what options actually are. Actually, options, when you think about it, I mean, they use the word option, but you can think of options are more contracts than they are anything else. They really are a contract. And a call, I mean, the definition of a call is really definition of a call option is a legally binding contract that allows the purchaser the right but not the obligation to purchase a particular number of shares of stock at a specified price, which is the same as the stock strike price, at any time prior to its expiration. And that's the one thing that you really need to understand about options, is that options do expire eventually. They may have value or they may have no value at expiration. But the one thing that you can be certain is that they will expire. Some of them are short-term options, some of them are longer-term options. You can purchase an option that expires the next day, or you can purchase an option that expires 3, 4, 5 years from now. So there are, if you think about options, an option is simply a contract. It's just an agreement between you and someone else. Now, if you're buying an option, if you're buying a contract, okay, that means that you believe that the price or the value of that contract is going to be higher at a future date than when you purchased it.